Alright guys, ZFR here, back again. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about a pretty sensitive topic. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, some of you are going to agree with me 100%, and some of you are absolutely going to hate what I'm about to say. But like it or not, guys, it has to be said. Um, next gen, last gen consoles, games coming out on last gen and next gen, that needs to stop. Alright, pretty much cross generation games, yeah, they just need to stop completely. Like, and there's really just one big reason why I think it's a stop, to be honest. And pretty much that reason is because in the end, I feel like cross-generation games are just holding the next-gen version back. And if you don't know what cross-generation games are, if you're a gamer, you should. But cross-generation games are pretty much games that come out on the new consoles like the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and they also make a version of the game for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Now, you might be thinking, well, why should they stop making games for those consoles if people are still playing on them? Um, well, like I said, it's holding the next gen version of these games back, and I know some of you are probably thinking, well, not everybody's on next gen yet. Well, listen, the problem with this is when these games start to hold the next gen version of the game back, that's pretty much like a slap in the face to everyone who bought a next gen console. Alright? For a simple reason, at that point, there's no point in even having a next gen console if it's still going to be held back and not brought to its full potential just because they're putting the games on the last gen and they don't want the next gen version to outshine the last gen version. And honestly, to me, that's crazy when developers even do that. Why on earth would you limit the next gen version when you know people paid good money for next gen consoles to have a next gen experience, and you're limiting their experience, so the people on last gen, notice the words last gen as in old, outdated now, um, in order to make sure they don't feel like they're not getting as good a quality game as the next gen players. They're not supposed to feel it's next gen for a reason, okay? Next gen is supposed to be better than last gen. But developers aren't going to do it because they know the kind of backlash they'll get from all of the people on the last gen who are saying who like, it's not everybody, but there are some people who honestly believe that last gens will stick around for a while longer, and that's crazy to me, to be honest. I can't believe it. The next gen consoles have been out for what, 2 years or almost 2 years now? No, last cross generation needs to stop. It just needs to stop. It holds back the next gen games. Like, we've seen it happen before with games like Battlefield 4. I'm betting it happened with Far Cry 4, and there's even a chance that it may have even happened with Destiny. Even though I'm pretty sure Destiny wouldn't have been where it needed to be anyway if if it wasn't on last gen, but I'm willing to bet it probably would have been a little bit better, or there would have been a little more to the game, just a little bit more, probably not a lot, if it was not on last gen. Because first of all, last gen just takes up development time that could be used for the next gen version, and and honestly, that right there is already enough to bring the next gen version down. That time they could be spending adding mechanics and doing everything they can to make the next gen version better is being wasted on making sure the last gen version is just as good as the next gen version when it's not even supposed to be. Alright, and I mean, come on guys, like, I mean, there are so many things that developers had told us how much last gen is hold back. Like how I mentioned Battlefield 4 before, there it was this one thing the developer said. I think it had to do with the riot shield in Battlefield 4, and they pretty much said they were going to make it to where you can have the riot shield out and shoot your gun and shoot your sidearm at the same time while it was equipped. And basically you can't do that because the reason that's not in Battlefield 4 is because Battlefield 4 is out on last gen consoles, and the last gen console version of the game could not handle that. I'm serious. I'm pretty sure the developer said that, unless I heard wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard that said from multiple different sources. And pretty much that is awful, guys. That's awful. That would have changed the whole dynamic of the riot shield in that game, and that would added another feature to that game, a huge one in my opinion, but it's not there because of last gen. And I know some of you guys are probably thinking I'm just being selfish. Like if you are still on last gen, or even if you're on next gen. Now, I know it might seem like I'm being selfish, but no, I'm being realistic and I'm being honest. It's not fair to people who bought next gen consoles, to be honest with you. It's just not, because we paid money to get a better experience than last gen. We should not have the exact same experience as last gen consoles. That's not why we paid $400 or $500 for a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. That just needs to stop, guys. Like in my opinion, it's really messed up. And the thing is, it's still happening right now, guys. Like I could be wrong, but I think there's a rumor floating around that Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is going to be on last gen as well. Alright. Now, it's Call of Duty, so even if it wasn't, I'm pretty sure there probably wouldn't have been that much of a difference in the first place. But I'm telling you right now, like it's going to hold the game back in some way, even if by like one tiny little feature that barely even matters. It's going to end up holding the game back, and that's just really messed up in my opinion. Um, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please tell me what you guys think about this in the comments. I'm really interested to see what everybody thinks. If you disagree, don't feel afraid to say it or anything. Like, you're entitled to your own opinion, and I completely understand if you disagree with what I've said. It's understandable if you are still on last gen, you can't afford a next gen console, but I'm just giving my opinion on it, and I would really like to see you guys' opinion. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to leave likes and comments below and tell me what you guys think. And thanks for watching, guys. ZFR out.